I wonder if you could outline the criteria you might apply today to a sale of a company.
We have this quirk, which you should understand, and we want our shareholders to understand it, that even though we got offered a price that was far above its economic value as we might calculate it going in, but if we got offered a price for that for a business that we have now, we have no interest in selling it. We don't break off the relationships that we develop simply because we get offered a fancy price for something, and we've had a chance to do that sometimes. That may help us actually in acquiring businesses, because both of the companies that I've committed to buy in the last few weeks, both of them are very concerned about whether they have found a permanent home or not. And people who build their businesses lovingly over 30 or 40 or 50 years frequently care about it. A lot of people don't care about that, and that's one of the things we evaluate when buying a business. We look at the owner and we say, do you love the, in effect, we ask ourselves, does he love the business or does he love the money? Nothing wrong with liking the money. In fact, we'd be a little disappointed if most of them didn't like the money. But in terms of whether the primacy is loving the money or loving the business, that's very important to us. And when we find somebody that loves their business and likes the money but loves their business, we are a very, very desirable home for them, because we're just about the only people that they can deal with of size where we can commit that they are going to be part of this operation really forever, and be able to deliver on that promise. I tell sellers that the only person that can double cross them is me. I can double cross them, but there's never going to be a takeover of Berkshire. There's never going to be a management consultant come in and say, I think you better do this. There's never going to be a response to Wall Street saying, why aren't you a pure play on this or that, and therefore you ought to spin this off. None of that's going to happen. And we can tell them with 100% assuredness that for a very long time, that if they make a decision to come with Berkshire, that decision will be the final decision as to where their company resides.